name is Ben Stewart. I just finished reading this book, Chicken Boy, from Frances O'Rourke Dowell. The story is about a 7th grade boy named Tobin McCullen. His mother died about 5 years ago from cancer. His family consists of 2 brothers, 1 sister, and his father, who really doesn't understand how to deal with his mother's death. He spent most of his time going to grannies for food or shelter because the kids were pretty much left just to fend for themselves. But you know what? Instead of me sitting here telling you a story, why don't I let Tobin tell you his story? Oh, hey. I'm Tobin McCullen. I was just putting this picture here in my nesting box of my mother and my father. I just got from crazy old granny today. Yeah, my little nesting box here, it kind of came about in a strange way. See, granny called social service on my daddy. And I ended up having to go live with the Paulsons. Well, luckily the Paulsons, they like chickens too. I like chickens. I don't know if you know that. But it would seem that chickens have a lot of similarities to humans. So we all like to put all of our stuff in one little box and keep them there, just like chickens do. You know, it all started with meeting Henry and Harrison. But I mean, they're not here to meet you, but I at least have a picture for you. I'll show you a picture of them. Now that you've seen Henry and Harrison, let me tell you how I met them. Well, to start off with Henry, I got in a fight with an older kid. He was picking on me because I happened to start liking the teacher. As I've mentioned before, or may not have mentioned before, I do not like school. But this one teacher, she got me liking school. So I get in this fight. Henry jumps in. He saves me. So we get to be friends. Well, Henry is doing this chicken project. His project is to grow chickens, and he believes that chickens are social animals. They have souls, like people. And he's trying to prove this to one of his teachers, and he wants me to help him with the project. So I talk to Daddy, I talk to Granny, and eventually I end up with chickens. Miss Blue, for example. Miss Blue was one of my chickens. She's supposed to lay blue eggs. She gives green eggs. But that's not the problem. That's not all of the stuff that goes on. See, his little brother, Harrison. Harrison now, on the other hand, believes that we're going to get rich making eggs. He thinks we're going to sell eggs, we're going to have chicken empire, and we're going to get rich by selling eggs. In fact, he actually gave me a graft, and I'm going to show you the graft he gave us. Of course, you see what the graph is that Harrison gave me. It was all about how many eggs a chicken can produce during the summer versus the winter, and it's all about getting rich. But to me, it was not about getting rich. It was just about being part of something, just like the nesting box. And also in the nesting box, there's also my journal. A journal that I didn't think I could ever write if it wouldn't have been for Henry. And then I've got my NASCAR cards and an open pack that my father gave me when we went to the counselor, and he realized that he was not doing what he needed to do for us children, and he was trying to make up for it. But then we always come back to the picture of my mother and my father when the day they got married. See, all the other pictures I ever had of my parents, my father's head was cut out. See, what he called crazy old granny always cut all the heads off the pictures of him because she was the mother of my mother, my grandmother, my granny. So today she gave me this picture. And she told me, my father blamed himself for my mother's death. She blames herself for my mother's death. But the fact is, nothing could be changed. I hope Tobin has given you a little bit more insight about what it's like to be an adolescent. The book, Chicken Boy, is a really good book about showing adolescents that being different is really not that bad. You know, and as far as math goes, you can take a graph or a ratio. You could have students to study ratios of the difference between chickens producing eggs in the summer versus winter. I mean, it could work for science. It could work for language arts. It's a very good book. I hope you would take the time to read it and enjoy it. Thank you very much.